Hi, collective. It's Shana. Y'all, let's get a read. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe collective. Collective, today we will be using the Aset Egyptian Oracle cards, okay? And these two are from that deck, okay? I've already pre-pulled those, okay? We'll be using the Hoodoo Tarot right here. We will be using What Lies Beneath, which is here. And let's see. We will be using Cosmic Oracle Tarot. And, as well as the Kipper deck. Okay, I forgot what I was going to use the Kipper deck for. Oh, man. And my deck. Okay, but I really forgot what I was using the Kipper deck for. Oh, that's okay. Y'all, but look, this is a part 2 to the Deital Tales Season 1, Episode 4 with Sobek, okay? I felt like that was left unfinished, right? Because it took me so long to figure out what was happening, right? So, but I felt like I got a better understanding. I was going to say a gooder understanding, right? A better understanding after the reading as well, okay? So my feeling from that first read, and I'll try to remember to put the link in the comments, right? But my feeling was that Sobek had traveled through some form. Let me show you the cards first, okay? So Sobek had traveled, right, into the future, okay, from the past, okay, after a past betrayal, okay? I feel like he was reflecting at himself in the mirror, right, a lot, or at some pond within the temple, okay? And he decided that the betrayal was so great, you know, that he just couldn't just leave this to chance that he was going to run into these people again, okay? So he jumped in there and he followed them, okay? He followed them into present day, so to speak, okay? That's what I see. Okay, let me fix these first. And then, here you go. He time jump, collective. I feel like he passed though, right? And maybe he went through the past, you know, after you pass, whatever time you stay there. I don't know if they call it like the Bordeaux or something in Tibetan, something, right? But something like that, collective. But he stayed there however long he stayed there, okay? I don't feel like he just went from one jump to the next, but he may have, okay? But he came back as this guy, okay? The real snazzy and swank, okay? And he's got his shank, okay? Where's that shank? Oh, yeah, it's in the basket, okay? And in the last video, there was a situation like with the Son of Knives, okay? Which was another little boy card that there's a knife that's significant in front of a church, okay? But, yeah, so this is him today, Father Sims. We're going to, not Father Sims. I don't know why I said that. The Father of Knives, okay? Maybe that's interesting. Maybe there's a connection, okay? But the Father of Knives, okay? We're going to read about him briefly because that's who Sobek traveled in the future to be, okay? In order to get revenge, I felt, on his brother, okay? In that reading, it didn't come up as the brother. It just said, like, I think it was family or somebody he knew. But I got the download that this was a brother, okay? But let's see if that comes out, if I got an accurate download, okay? But yeah, because he had a twin flame. Okay, and his brother, or whoever this person is, this man who I believe was his brother, he came in and he interfered in that relationship, and his twin flame betrayed him as well, right? Because I was getting that they may have had a child based on that last reading together, okay? And yeah, Father Sim's like, I'm too cool for that shit. He's like, I ain't going out like that. You know, not that he did anything wrong, I don't feel, you know. He just, you know, it just didn't sit well with him. He like, shh. And who knows, I think it might have been an altercation. Maybe he lost his life in the event. Okay, and that's why he's really, yeah. Because look here, he looks like he's ready. He's got that fist like he's going to punch somebody. Take somebody's lights out. He's got the unk in that fist too, right? All right, but let's see. Let's read real quick, y'all, here on both. We got to read on Sobek and Father of Knights. Father of Knives. Collective is early. It is Sunday, August 24th, 2025. And it is 7:11, okay? Eastern time, okay? And we are officially beginning Season 1, Episode 5, Deital Tales, okay? All right. And we're learning more about the story of Sobek, okay? The unknown, the side stories that we don't know about. All right, give me a second, y'all. That's number 40, right? Y'all know the Deital Tales tend to take long, okay? So be patient now. We don't want to rush anybody's story. We don't want to do it. Sobek, it says. Sobek is the crocodile god, a rather unpredictable but generally benevolent and protective deity worshipped in the once marshy crocodile-infested regions of Egypt. Right. And this is the one I made a connection to, where you know how in the past, okay, in America, whatever, they would throw our black babies to the crocodiles and let them eat them, okay? So there's a connection here, okay? But let's keep going. Let me read that part again, collective. I'm not going to interject until I'm finished reading, okay? Sobek is the crocodile god, a rather unpredictable but generally benevolent and protective deity worshipped in the once marshy crocodile-infested regions of Egypt. So, wow, and they fed us to Sobek, collective. What a disrespect, a disregard. Sobek's own... Sobek, it's like a ritual, okay? But, okay, I said I wasn't going to do this. Sobek shares his temple with Horus at Kom Ombo on the River Nile. This remarkable temple was renowned for its medical and surgical treatments, very significant, that included neurosurgery and cesarean births. Okay, so they're throwing the babies to him that he represents in terms of helping and, oh my goodness, to bring into the world. Ancient and sacred mummified crocodiles were once able to be seen there. We might fear crocodiles, but the Egyptians learned to harness their spiritual powers for protection. And you are being called to consider this now, collective. Okay, I'm going here, go again with these. I've just been under heavy attack, collective. And I knew from the last video, this video was being attacked. I felt in that one. I don't know if I spoke it, right? But all the Deital Tales, I'm under attack with them, okay? And I don't understand why. I believe because it may be revealing some little known secrets about these deities' lives, okay? And they don't want us to make these connections. But who gives a fuck what they want, collective, okay? Let's keep going. All right. All right, so channeled message from Sobek. I come to challenge you, but I always offer you my protection, so do not fear to invoke me. Never fear the ending of everything. be it relationships or life itself. I reside in the sky with the pharaohs and see times of rapid change for humanity. Amen. Ashe. Okay. See your life as but a short sojourn on the way home to be with your beloved divine mother, Aset, and father, Ra. Rest now and allow regeneration so you may heal. All right, we're not going to read all this, but let's see. Let's read some of them. Cards meanings, abundance. You are in an ending cycle of life in regard to both business and life cycles. Release what you no longer need and know that income sources might need to change, okay? Love, ending of a current relationship. Very possible. Exercise caution if a new one appears. Work/career. Watch out for people seeking to undermine you. Stand up strongly for yourself and the situation will resolve, okay? Travel. Some delays if traveling, but divine assistance should come if you call. Take care with all plans and read the fine print. Health. May indicate a need for surgery, okay? Or rest and recuperation before health is restored. Illness may become chronic in the elderly. Family. Caring for the health needs of loved ones, and especially elderly family members is indicated. Future. Uncomfortable endings. And then bright new beginnings, okay? So it's just all about, I believe, just cycles, I guess, right? And I guess he's like the master of them, right? So he's like, no. I'm about to jump right back in this matrix, right? Right into the matrix right there in this puddle and jump right back through. And I'm going to rectify this shit with this brother, okay? I believe it was a brother, but let's see what comes out, y'all. All right, let's read some scrying, okay? It says scrying was a popular divination method. So he's a diviner, right? That makes sense. And what was it? Magic and medicine or something? Or something, okay? But scrying was a popular divination method used by the priestesses at Isis and Dendera temples, okay? Gazing into water and essential oils in a crystal bowl. Maybe we could try that, collective, okay? Water, essential crystals in a crystal bowl, okay? Using a mirror. Y'all need to take a picture of this one. Using a mirror of obsidian black, where it says black obsidian, or clear quartz crystal balls were all utilized, okay? Sounds like a remedy of sorts, collective. The goddess Hathor always carried a shield that acted as a mirror to see the future. And the other side had a mirror to enable people to see themselves, okay? So goddess Hathor could see them, look into the mirror, right? Maybe the mirror is between her and the person, almost like a glass window, right? And she's looking into the mirror, seeing this person's, what's it say? Future, okay? While the other person is looking through the back side of the mirror, right? And it allows them to see themselves in their true light. Okay, that's a powerful method here, okay? It says this duality is necessary for a true reading, okay? And let's read this one quick paragraph and we're going to go on to this one. It says channeled message from Aset. I am goddess of the past, present, and future. Know your soul has a blueprint known as your true future. You must activate your seeds of divinity to follow your purpose. For first ever incarnating on earth. Wow. So it says you must activate your seeds of divinity, right? Connect with your divine self, right? And it says in order to follow your purpose or get into your north node. For it says the first incarnation, collective. Not, some people have come back who knows how many times, right? But what we were brought here to do the first time, okay? So it says, follow your soul's purpose. And this will be your final time on earth, collective. Isn't that beautiful? So this is, oh man, this is key, y'all, to about the matrix, right? So this is why they don't want us to get on our higher path in our north node. Because then we can no longer be fodder here in the matrix, collective. We can no longer generate the power source that they need. Let me read that part again, collective. If you want to figure out how the hell to get out the matrix, that's it right there. Okay, so it says, follow your soul's purpose. And this will be your final time on earth. Enlightenment will be yours, and glorious eternal life with the gods in the heavenly fields awaits you. Your true future will be fully revealed when you are truly ready. Okay? So, a lot of times we've had these remedies all our lives, right? And people will tell us, right, okay, just do this. Okay, but most of us, we don't actually do it. It takes a level of commitment and, I don't know, collective. But there are a few people who do it, and they can see that these things work. But we have to do it for ourselves, okay? And we feel like, okay, I achieved my purpose, some people. But it's like, okay, maybe you have to be, maybe you're in your purpose like a tenth. Maybe you have to be in your purpose 6/10, okay? When you have to live that life out, okay? And you never come back, right? All right, but that's beautiful. All right, collective, let's go. I'm not going to digress too much. Let's get Father of Knives, and then we're going to read the reading. And I think this will help. Once we pull, it'll help them come out quick. I forgot I didn't even pull, collective, and I'm reading already. Let's see. Let's say Father of Knives until after I pull the deck, okay? But I think that's some powerful information already. And you know what? Maybe we'll just pull. I was going to pull one card for each spread. But maybe we'll just pull like one from each, you know, top and bottom. I think that'll move quicker. And we'll read Father Sims in a minute. All right. Show me the situation, Archangel Michael. Thank you. Sobek. All right. We'll turn this over in a minute. Show me the obstacle. I think this is perfect for the obstacle, what lies beneath. Because I think there was some hanky going on, collective. Sobek, like, he too smooth for that. Okay, Father Knives, he too smooth for that. He like, you ain't going. It's like one thing if you just say, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. But you going around sneaking behind my back and you going to have a baby, please. Somebody got to pay for that, collective. That's what I feel. Okay. Yeah, collective, but I don't know. How many of you going to choose that? To walk in your purpose. Okay, if you claim you don't want to come back here anymore. And some of you will come back, okay? You do what makes you feel good. What is the spiritual advice? But as long as it's not hurting people, okay? Yourself included. Well, it's best. I mean, it's a growth process, collective, because I had myself another cigarette. I've been smoking less stuff. And I'm still not finished with me yet. But there are other things I do. I eat stuff I ain't supposed to do. Okay. Alright. I have moments when I want to destroy things, collective. Like today. Okay. But yeah. So I go in a destruction path in my mind, okay? And it helps me. I come through towns like what is that? That game with the guy, the big monkey going through town, tearing up shit. And no pun intended. No, I know they've used stereotypes like that of us, but yeah, I know who I am. So, all right, collective, let's go. Show me the spiritual, the divine outcome for these people. Come on, let's get something else. Okay, something about the United Nations. What the hell they doing here, huh? All right, there. I don't know. I don't put it past any of these people. They're in everything. We're going to rip those drawers off these so-called emperors. Okay? All right, let's see. Maybe we'll get one of these cards on everything, okay? I think that'll be good. All right, show me the situation. And I think this will make it so that we don't have to keep pulling a lot of confirmations, because we're already at 20 minutes. That way this video will be a decent time. Because I think the last one was like an hour or something. I just saw 2020 on the clock. Okay. So Sobek like, I'm going to finish this story. Okay, I'm far of a look at that. That false person in that situation. Let's get the bottom. Show me the obstacle. Thank you. Show me the spiritual advice. Thank you. Something about that main male. Show me the divine outcome. Court expectations. So maybe it ended in the courthouse, collective. Let's get the bottom one on of that. Okay. All right, let's get started. Father of Knives. Okay. Y'all give me a second. Y'all know this table of contents. Let's see. Where is your head, Father Knives? I think they separate this. They separate certain. Give me a second. Why can't I seem to find this Father Knives? Okay, I see him. He's page 91. Maybe that number is significant. All right, it's not too much to read, collective, okay? Let me take my eyeglasses off. Father of Knives, plant, slippery elm. The image. The Father of Knives is standing outside of a circle of cornmeal with a knife stuck in the center, okay? Oh, that's cornmeal. I thought it was a basket, okay? With a knife stuck in the center. There are broken timepieces in the circle, right? So there were different things about clocks, okay? Okay? With the big hands pointing to the numerical value of a person's name. Interesting. Their time annoying him is now up, collective. Get that. I didn't remember reading that part last time. Okay? So whoever this person, yeah, this is annoying. So he's back for him. Okay, it says their time annoying him is now up. These are like buckets in a bucket, collective. That's what I'm getting. But he chose to use clocks. Get the hell. This is definitely some sort of I don't know what you want to call it, sorcery or magic or whatever. But you know, he's using it in a way that's good for him. He said they wronged him. All right, so there are broken timepieces in the circle with the big hands pointing to the numerical value of the person's name. Okay? The numerical value. So there are letters. I think A through M is like 1 through 13, something like that. And then I think it repeats, so it goes backwards or something, N through Z, something like that, collective. And then you add the numbers up, like maybe an angelic number, and you get one number, right? Okay. Their time annoying him is now up. It says, meaning the Father of Knives is the quintessential dominant male, okay? On the positive side, he is assertive, intellectual, ethical, analytical, mature, and a just leader, okay? On the negative side, somebody done poked the bear and brought out the dark side, collective. He is cruel, opinionated, vicious, abusive, stoic, tyrannical, and stubborn, collective. In a reading, if he doesn't represent a literal person with all these qualities, then he represents these attributes. They done pushed this nigga on the dark side, collective. And he want to talk about it. And we going to listen, okay? And hopefully we can get a name on who this, I don't know. I guess the name wouldn't be relevant back then. But I don't know. Maybe it would be relevant in this day, though. All right, collector. I don't know. I've just been sweating. These days, just sweating. Whew, give me a second. All right. Thank you for staying there here with me. Those who are still with me after all this time, okay? All right. Let's go. Move over the situation. The divine outcome, the spiritual advice, and the obstacle. Okay, now we have the situation. What's happening with Sobek? Sobek say, I'm here now. And I got a clock with somebody's name on it. Okay, let's see. What's the situation? Gullah Jack Collective. What the heck? Is that the Hangman? Oh, yeah. He ain't playing Collective. I'm telling you, he ain't playing. He gonna make it quite clear and plain, I believe, in this read. He coming to hang up. Collective, forgive me. Some people would say, oh, this is black on black crime. I just say, in this case, it's Justice Collective, okay? Let's go. The free man, Collective, he's like, I'm doing it. He's going to do it, Collective. And look, this also speaks to, oh, Collective. This could also speak to, I don't know, the way he left here, okay? Because in that last reading, I got to go back and listen to it. I do believe at the end there was a foul play involved with the knife. Okay, so I felt like he had been stabbed, okay? So, but I don't know, maybe this rope just indicates that an ending, right? A sacrifice of some sorts, right? Or maybe it was actual this, okay, I don't know. But right after that, he jumped right back in. That's what I'm getting, Collective. He came right back in. Came right through those doors right there, that mausoleum, okay? And he walked out like this man, okay? Looking like this man. And look, there's a similarity in the dress. At least of the times, right? But the Father Knives, he cool with that. Okay? All right, so we can take it both ways. Let's go. Their false person. He's coming back for this false person. There was foul play under the circumstances in which he left, okay? Because this false person wanted to have him in this position. And I feel like they were successful. And I believe it was a family member. Collector, we might have to get something on my deck for this one, okay? For the false person. This mature man. I feel like they both were mature men. Or they did it to him and he was a mature man, okay? I don't know. All right, let's get that real quick. Archangel Michael, show me this false person. Let's keep this one as the mystery card. Mystery card, oh mystery card, reveal to me the answer. What's at the bottom? Oh my goodness. Collective, they not talking to me. my feelings, I wear my feelings on my sleeve, y'all. I know y'all say I'm just a very complicated being, okay? I'm just all over the place, okay? But it's still blends together to a place of peace somehow, Collective. Somehow, some way. I think it's love that binds me together, okay? In a good way. Like a mending gel, Collective. Okay, let's go, Collective. Let's keep going. Collective, y'all just digress so much, okay? False person. Who is this person? Who this woman, Harpo? Who this woman? Let's see. It's going for Collective. Get the fuck out of here, Collective. They just funny as shit. I don't even know what the hell to say, Collective. I said, who this woman, Harpo? This came from the movie The Color Purple. It's gonna rain on your head. When the little child said that in the, so y'all, wow, it's gonna rain on your head. But the little child said that when they were fixing the roof of the juke joint, I think, right? But look, Collective, this is that time frame as well. I believe he landed in like Louisiana. He touched ground in Louisiana from his sojourn from the past life, okay? One of his past lives, somehow, that's what he did, Collective. There is a Sobekian figure here in the USA. Maybe they still live here in the USA today, okay? This particular figure may have passed on, right? But there are a seed from this figure, okay? So it's just relating, bringing the past to the current day and showing how we're related. Okay? Yeah, it's going to rain on this false person head, collective. And I feel like that was the twin. And that's possibly the brother over there in the back, just lurking, waiting in the background. So who knows, maybe they had an insurance policy of sorts in terms of that day out on Sobek. Okay, not seeing the proper value within him, right? But only seeing the money and the deceit and the lies, right? All right, show me. What's the situation? Fortune 500 collective. I feel like that was Sobek's energy, okay? And they saw it. They spotted it, right? Why else to attack him and, you know, betray a person in this manner if you're not trying to destroy them, okay? Yo, collective, I do something with my fingernails. I bite my fingernails all my life because I've been being attacked all my life, collective. But this read ain't about me, it's about Sobek, okay? All right. Yeah, so, but this false person, let's see what this Fortune 500 is. And maybe we should get the, what do you call that as well? The Freeman. Which one was I clarifying? That Hangman, I think. But show me the Fortune 500. It was all about money. And what did they, oh my goodness, collective. What did they say? I gotta look at that again. What they said Sobek was good at or something. Him and Horus, I believe. Something with healing, but he gonna get justice. That's what he came back here for, collective. It says, am I not deserving of justice? He like, hell yeah. I'm gonna handle it myself. Okay, I shit. You may not agree with it, but that's what he did. That's what he did. Collective, I like his style too. I mean, sometimes it just depends on situations. What's going on, okay? How you handle a situation, okay? But y'all, let me see if I can. I thought it was 91. No, that was, oh yeah, it was 91. What did they say he was? The father of knives. Wait a minute. Because he was known, I knew it with the knife. He was known for shanking and, okay, if they got him wrong. Because he was a well-balanced person. So, but I think also that was like his nigger robe. You saw that shank come out or a certain facial expression come out. It's like, get out of there real quick, okay? All right, so it says, and you know what, collective? I got to go back. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Okay, because maybe my connections can go really far, okay? But I have to go back and look at that first video I did for Antoine Massey, I believe it was. One of the Antoine Massey videos. It wasn't the last one. Okay, because I believe this figure may have come out. I'm making a connection to his father. Okay, Antoine Massey's father that was assassinated, right? Years, I don't know when it happened in front of him. I'm making a connection to, I think this may have been the same figure. Okay, that collective, this could, because I kept saying why, right? This could have something to do with it, a part of his bloodline, okay? They've been able to track the bloodline, okay? And if that's the case, he could be a part of the Sobek bloodline, collective. And what did they say about Sobek? Okay? And Sobek, he don't play, right? He got, all right, collective, let me calm down. The father of knives is the quintessential dominant male. On the positive side, he is assertive, intellectual, ethical. That's not the part I wanted. It says the father of knives is standing outside a circle of cornmeal with a knife stuck in the center. There, no, that's not the part either. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, it was some part that said, maybe that was the other one that was talking about Aset. Okay. But it was something that said what, oh, you know what, it was in the Sobek. It was under Sobek, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all, I might have to go back to it, because oh, there it is. Okay, that's on Scrying. But where was Sobek? He's 40, right? What did it say? It said the remarkable temple was renowned. Protection, fear, invoke. I reside in the sky. See your life but as a short sojourn on the way home to be with your beloved divine mother Set and Father Ra. Rest now and allow. Collective, there was one card that said what, it might have been the scrying one, that talked about the thing or something that they were good at. Oh, here it is. It says this remarkable temple was renowned for its medical and surgical treatments that involved neurosurgery and cesarean births. Okay? So it's something about that, collective. And that's why there's a connection to throwing the babies in the water. Feeding them to the crocodiles here in America, okay? In our past here. Who knows? They may still secretly do it, okay? There's a strong connection between us and Sobek, okay? And I feel like they may have, for me to just think of that, they may have made that connection between Antoine Massey's lineage and Sobek, particularly, okay? Somehow, okay? As well as, what was the other sister's name, Massey? Somebody put it in the comments one time when I did the video. Who, the officer, oofed in the face, collective, in her own home, okay? There's definitely a connection. And one day I also came across, I can't remember it, I should have wrote it down, a Massey, it was some sort of army base or something, okay? So there's a strong connection here with that name, okay? And I believe there's a connection with Antoine Massey and possibly Sobek collective, okay? Yeah. Okay, and I forgot, what did it say? Medical or something, and surgery and cesarean birth or something, right? Okay. At the bottom of the deck, it says, am I not deserving of justice? He's like, yeah, I know it, and I'm going to go get it. Because it's going to be time. He said he wasn't waiting on time, okay? He's going to get his justice. It's going to rain on these people's head, these false people. It's going to rain on their head. Video game developer. What the hell is that there for? We gotta clarify, collective. Show me. Take your power back, okay? And it's going this way. Taking their power back from a video game developer. Okay? This might be more, because we talked about Set, they said, with past, present, and future. Like some concurrency, okay? So there is some sort of like a quantum type of thing here, okay? Show me. Range Rover collective. I don't know. We're going to have to look at these a little further. But I think we should move on first. Let's see, collective. Fortune 500, okay? Maybe there's somebody, a video game developer, okay? Today they would be a Fortune 500, because who doesn't like video games, collective? I mean, some people don't. But many people do. Maybe there's some sort of connection. Maybe they're speaking about this person in present day, collective. Okay? There's some sort of present day connection. I don't know if this is Sobek or the person who betrayed him. It could be the person who betrayed him. I don't know, collective. Because I feel like, yeah, everyone's back here. And who knows, maybe maybe this story just keeps playing out through the lineage until, you know, the curse, the spell is broken, collective, or the curse is broken. This is what I'm getting, okay? So it's like a never-ending loop of some sorts. And that's why they don't want us to rise to to live in our purpose, because then we're free from the matrix, collective. Yeah, I feel like this could be a business person today, collective. So if a name comes out, maybe it's relevant. Okay? Even if it's playing out 2 generations later as well. So it just keeps repeating. It's on the loop, on the loop, on the loop, right? This is interesting, collective. Show me, collective, I'm telling you. Jake the Snake. Okay, this was definitely... Who is this Jake the Snake? Let's see if we can get this on the... Because it's funny, though, because... And maybe they called Sobek Jake the Snake, collective, because he sort of has the frame of the guy that I spoke about in that video. I can't remember what the title is, okay? That I wrote this card for, that I grew up in. He was in my class. We didn't really hang out or anything, right? Yeah, but he had the same frame. And he was a black guy. If he didn't have that beard on, he could look like him in the face. All right, show me this Jake the Snake. Sobek, like, you are not going to rush my story ever, okay? Look at this. This is a baby. That's what I'm getting, okay? But there's ancestors there. Let's get the bottom on this. Ancestors, 13. What is that death? Yeah, it is death, collective. This is death card. Daughter of baskets. So that's like an apology, maybe? The Page of Cups, maybe? Show me. For the Four, what is the Emperor? John Horse collective. So something happened. I feel like this Jake the Snake could have, it's either that was a nickname given to Sobek in a current life, you know, or more recent life, or this is this person, I feel, who was the false person. Possibly, okay? But there's an Emperor here, John Horse, right? We have the Daughter of Baskets, and we have the Death card, okay? I feel like that's what they did to him. Okay, out of betrayal, this false person. Possibly money was involved, okay? But maybe this video game person is someone from today. Can we get a name for this Fortune 500 video game developer? Maybe they're also into Range Rovers. I see something about the Olmecs collective. Worldwide, I have no idea. The Olmecs come out often. And you know what? That's the connection. Because I believe the Olmecs have a connection to being the natives, right? Because mounds come out with Olmecs a lot. Okay? And we have a connection to being like the natives of this land, as well as maybe they're speaking about partly how the Egyptian line came to America, okay? In addition to possibly traveling by boat or whatever, right? Or breaking up with the Pangea or whatever. But this is a part of it. We can reincarnate in lands based on reincarnating, collective. We can come in to a new land by reincarnating into that land. So I guess maybe we can just, if we want to infiltrate a bloodline, you can easily do it, possibly, depending on your skills, collective. I don't know. Maybe this is how some, moles are placed in families, okay? Or warriors or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I think this is key. Show me, why is worldwide here? You and your children will be provided for in a time of trouble in the reverse, collective. And we know he has a connection to children with that cesarean birth and surgery, right? Bottom of the deck, worldwide. The Destroyer, collective. Whoever these people, whoever he's talking about, there's no protection I'm getting when the Destroyer comes through. Okay? And I think we're very close to this moment. What was I clarifying? Worldwide? I think, yeah. Collective, this is an omen of sorts, okay? We know the Nibiru, this card comes out. It will forcibly come out in some reads, okay? And will keep coming out in the same read, okay? So collective, okay? I think this is a forewarning of what's to come, possibly. And we got the Eye of Horus. They spoke about Sobek and Horus working together in the reading from the card book, collective, okay? It says Eye of Horus, protection, health, left eye, restoration associated with the moon. There's collaborations going on here, collective. And we got dead men walking, dead men walking. There's something, it's not gonna, I'm gonna have to keep doing videos, okay? I'm not gonna do Sobek next, okay? But there's a lot of hidden, there's something here, collective, and it's a strong connection to us, I believe, in America. More so than some of the deities that we may mention more often from Egypt, in the pantheon of Egypt, right? Yeah, I think this is some hidden connection here, okay? All right, let's hurry up so we can go on, because I don't want to make it too long, but we're going to have to revisit this again. We'll do another pull for the next Deital Tales, though, but we have to come back. All right, show me the Olmecs. Why are you here? What do you have to say, Olmecs? I feel like we are the Olmecs, collective. This is why this Olmec history is so secret. It's so guarded, okay? And the Olmecs are the natives, collective. I don't know. This is what I feel based on what these readings are saying, okay? And the natives are the Egyptians, collective. However you want to call them. Sure. Thank you. That fell out. I was getting ready to say dead man walking. It fell out there on scrying. Maybe it's for scrying. Okay. Show me the Eye of Horus. And then we're going to move on and close it out, collective. This is very interesting, collective. We got the voodoo. What the hell is going on here, collective? Now, initially what I wanted to say, okay, was that I was getting, when the Eye of Horus came out here, I was getting, like, are they talking about a rift between Horus and Sobek? That's what I was getting, collective. But I don't know. I would think that their ages would be very different, right? But I don't know. But I think it's important that I say that at this point. Okay, and I very well could be wrong, because that's why I didn't say it like, okay, but something or someone's clueless. Maybe it's me. Okay? Let's go, collective. I don't know. Let's go. All right, what was I clarifying? I was clarifying the Eye of Horus, right? I think, right? Voodoo Doll General in the reverse. I don't know. Maybe he came in and took out the magic powers of that uncle. Collective. That's what I was feeling. And that's why I stopped and something said, no, say what you're feeling, right? Wow, it could have possibly, because they said they worked together. I got to go back and read that again, collective. I do recall reading something in one of these books saying that they work closely together, collective. Black on black crime. Voodoo Doll General, collective. I don't know. Mind, body, medicine, collective. I don't. Maybe somebody was using, this was a mental thing while they were working together, collective. And they used mind juju on each other or something. Or he used it on Sobek, collective. That's what I'm getting. But I know we have this feeling like, oh no, Horus is the baby Jesus. There's no wrong. There's no human or whatever emotions. No nothing, right? No ego. But I don't feel that way. Okay, these deities we're like people, I believe. Like we're people in some sense, right? They've evolved to start getting closer to being in their purpose. Some of them achieved it and they ain't back, right? But others did not. And that's why, that's the law, it sounds like. They have to come back, okay? So therefore, they are we, collective. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I think we're learning to grow up in our with our concepts of divinity and deities, how we see the past. We are one with the past. This is why they keep fucking with us, collective, because they know this. And we're just coming to terms with this, some of us, right? Or we say it, but we really don't see the connection. So I think that's why they're so on me about these Deital tales, okay? And that's why it's so hard for me to do them, okay? This time it wasn't that hard, okay? Because I think the way I changed up the decks helped, okay? But yeah, they want to tell us something about us, okay? So please go back and start watching some of the Deital tales, okay? They're longer, collective. And even if you have, yeah, I think it's important. Even if you have to fast forward a little bit throughout of it, or if it takes a couple weeks to listen to it, it's okay. Okay? For those that are interested. Yeah, I feel like this was some sort of rift between him and Horus, possibly, somehow. Even though I think there's an age difference, I would think. But I could be wrong. Okay? Thank you. All right, now if we can get... All right, but wait a minute. Let me see if I saw that part real quick. Where it says, okay, it said, Sobek shares his temple with Horus at Combe Ombo on the river now. Collective, what are the odds Horus would show up here, collective? And Black, come on. And Voodoo General in the reverse, come on. Yeah. Okay, let me say it one more time. Shares his temple with Horus at Combe Ombo on the river Nile, okay? This remarkable temple was renowned for its medical and surgical treatments that included neurosurgery and cesarean births, okay? And maybe we have to start looking to some of these neuroscientists, right? Or neurosurgeons and start to study some of their lives, right? You never know. And then, I think when they were doing, like around that, mask wearing time, right? I think there was a huge hit on a lot of scientists and neuroscientists, okay? There's a lot going on, collective, beneath the surface that we're not aware of because they're like cowards in the elite, okay? They playing games, collective. They like to play games in secret. They like to go and do terrible things to babies, collective. We got to reveal these disgusting people, collective, okay? This is why we're suffering. Because of these things that are hidden in secret, okay? And the things, they're keeping things that are very important about who we are, okay? From us. That way we can't ascend and we'll stay trapped here as their lunch in the Matrix, collective. Okay, dead man walking. Why is that here? He's a show off. I feel like Sobek was getting closer to whoever this person is, right? In the past, it was Horus, but who is this Horus person today? Okay, and maybe Horus felt like Sobek was a show off. Okay, it says, "Who are the true chosen ones, chosen of the divine?" So I feel like there was some sort of a possible jealousy going on, collective, okay? Next, let's see. 10th house, public image, professional desires, career achievements, ambitions, okay? Ambitions. I feel like somebody had the ambitions of a rider, okay? And they wanted to be seen. I don't know. Let's see. Married couple. Something about a married couple. Maybe Sobek was married to his twin flame. Okay? Maybe Sobek was married to his twin flame. There was something I wanted to get over here. Oh, this one. Show me it's going to rain on your head. And you know what? And I just looked over at Clueless. I feel like Sobek was clueless of what was going on within the marriage, okay? But when he woke up and realized, maybe he realized, I hope it wasn't I gotta go back and listen to that video again, collective. Forgive me, collective. This is not blasphemy, okay? This is a reading that's on this board, okay? And there's something here that I need to speak, okay? Collective, I don't know how I just get myself in more and more trouble. But I don't know, collective. We just gotta open our minds up that the people who are who really hate us are not going to teach us properly, okay? They're just not going to do it. And for us to want them to teach us properly about many things that are important to us and significant to our breaking away from the matrix, and for us to believe they're going to do it, is just, I think, foolish, okay? So in order to get to the truth, we're going to have a partial or impartial mindset, right? And then once we've gotten things out there, then we can go back and say, okay, well, this looks to be the solution or the answer, or this makes more sense, right? But if in the process of discovery we start rejecting things, how are we going to get to the truth? Okay? You have to at least look at everything there, okay? As much as you can. That's my belief. All right. I feel like Sobek was clueless of this relationship. I feel like he was clueless, possibly, that his baby was not his. Collective. I don't know. I don't know if Horus was the one who did it, or if he helped make it easy for someone else because he worked directly with him, right? And possibly gave information. I don't know that Horus would do that. In my mind, I don't see Horus like that. But Horus had a body just like the rest of us, collective. Okay? Even if it had a crocodile head on it. For Sobek, right? But either way, he had a body. And the body has urges. It has wants. Okay? He had a mind. At the bottom of the deck is sorcery, collective. Alright, so I think we're mature enough to begin to break some of these illusions that we've been binded to. Okay? And it don't mean that Horus didn't evolve, right? And become a beautiful, worthy person today. The same way you evolved in your life. Okay, we just too damn mystical, collective. Show me this clueless real quick. I feel like that's what it was. There was an affair going. You know what? Let me get that hidden ones on that one. Brian, collective. This could be a today person. Neuromelanin. I'm telling you, something going on. Because they just said he was a part of neurosurgery, okay? Somehow there's a connection, collective. From the past to the present to the future. Show me this. Thank you, Sobek, for your messages. This is really, I think it's powerful, okay? What is this clueless with this married couple? Y'all, let me get a good moisture thumb on this one. I need it. A good moisture thumb, collective. Show me. Investigating, collective. In the reverse, but still investigating. Somebody, I think maybe they were clueless that he was beginning to suspect what was going on, collective. Destroyed, shattered, broken, fucked up, collective. Wow. It destroyed him. I feel like he was a just leader, right? That's his nature. But they forced him into a shadow side and he got on that ass. Okay, I don't know. Who is Horus today? That's what I want to know. Collective, is definitely something about this love story, their marriage, I feel. There was a third party. Okay? Maybe he was kicked to the curb. Wow, but it was destroyed. I believe they had a baby. Y'all, this is just strange. I don't know why this stuff is coming out here like this. I just feel like they're shattering the illusions, okay? We are these people, okay? And these people are us. Okay, so start discovering, I feel like, who we are and act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? We're part of this bloodline. Direct connection. All right, let's see the obstacle, collective. That was interesting. Sexual protection, collective. I feel like there was a baby that was created from this, okay? Obstacle. Promiscuous, collective. I believe it was the wife. I believe that he really loved his wife. Wow, collective. Get out of here. Show me. If this is a baby, I'm going to scream. Oh, the mature woman. I told you it was the wife, collective. And he's the mature man over here. Get the fuck out of here, collective. This is the couple. And they're saying, looks like they're saying, only other person we got out here is Horus, collective. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, Horus. That's okay. I got you. Hopefully y'all done got this worked out. I don't think they have got it worked out totally yet. Because we're still playing out this whole saga, this drama. We're playing it out over and over again. Maybe this is a part of the source of that looping of the twin flame journey, okay? And the treachery of it, that side. Those who go through those betrayals within the twin flame union, collective. This is a very important video, collective, okay? Those who get it, get it. Those who don't, that's fine, okay? Come back in a year from now, maybe it'll resonate. Maybe it won't. Maybe this really has nothing to do with you and in your purpose. Okay, if anything, take away, if nothing else, take away. And the way to get out of this matrix is to live and get in your purpose. If you don't ever want to come back to this reality again and maybe go somewhere else that's more pleasing to you, then finish, living your purpose, right? That's why they don't want you to do it, because they want you to be fodder and ammunition and energy for the matrix, okay? All right, show me. What is the spiritual advice? Gold Digger Collective, they calling this woman out. Now, if somebody in history or somebody a historian knows the name of Sobek's wife, I'll have to try to do some research. Please put that out there in the comments, okay? It says Gold Digger, they want your money being used, Collective. So maybe she didn't really even, I don't know, maybe she wasn't a twin, but I think she was in that last video. But she didn't love him properly, okay? Based on what, and oh my goodness, Collective, this main male could very well be Horus, okay? Collective, this is not blasphemy. That's not my intentions. I'm just reading what they're giving me to read, okay? All right? Show me. Spiritual advice. Challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. Okay, so I think that was for Horus. To work on inner healing as well as everyone involved. Because this level of betrayal is hard. Because they work closely together. Okay, and they may have lived in that same, or they didn't live in the temple, but it's like they lived in there. You know how long you stay at work most of the time, right? You feel like you live there. All right, show me. Divine outcome. We almost done, y'all. And something about neuromelanin, because they both were involved in, wow, y'all, this is crazy. What that name, Brian, that could be the name of someone in the future that's connected to this particular saga. Directly, I mean, okay? Show me. Slip of the tongue, Collective. Is this the divine outcome? Wow. What that? We're going to clarify that slip of the tongue, okay? Let me see. United Nations, Collective. I told you they know about something like this. Maybe they've been tracking the Sobek of today, Collective. United Nations, a political and diplomatic international organization, maintain internal peace and security, friendly relations. Slip of the tongue, show me. Expectation. Now that, I don't know what they're expecting though. A WAR Collective is something definitely about this couple. Expectation with this couple here. Married couple in court. Okay, this could be a current day Sobekian couple, okay? You know what I'm saying? This could be this could be Sobek reincarnate in another person. It doesn't have to be just a part of the bloodline. Maybe once he left this body, he went into another one. Maybe he felt like he didn't accomplish his mission, Collective. Show me. Wealthy man, Collective. Maybe, yeah, we had Fortune 500, Collective. I don't know. Maybe this Brian person is a member or works for the United Nations, okay? Maybe someone works for the court. I don't know, but I feel like someone's like an official of some sort, okay? And yeah, somebody knows their heritage, their lineage very well, okay? I feel. Show me their family tree, y'all. Show me. Divine outcome. Energetic healer. I feel like they know. This could lead to them chasing you around, Collective. Okay? Because they're following the bloodlines. They want that neuromelanin. Something about it, Collective. Something about that neuromelanin, Collective. It's like fine wine, Collective. Show me that slip of the tongue. We got to get out of here, Collective. Playboy. My goodness. Horus, I know you ain't been no playboy over there like that. TKO, okay? But it's in the reverse. Maybe they got another one to get. Maybe, y'all, this is crazy. These are like sagas and family quarrels and brawls that are going on through time. Maybe that's why the time traveler card keeps coming out, Collective. With these twin flames, these are like the same many incarnate beings going lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, collective. This is what I'm getting, okay? We are directly connected to these people that we worship, okay? Oh my goodness, collective, you very well could be one of the deities that you're worshiping. I'm not saying that you should stop, collective. I'm just saying it's important to have the understanding of what's happening. Okay, I'm receiving this understanding in a different way in this reading, collective. I hope that others can stay with me here. We're almost done though. But this is wow. This is like a major revelation. Someone knows. Someone's tracking this. There are many people within government that are tracking this. Okay? We're going to come back soon with a video for the elites. Okay? Those people that like to hide in secret and eat babies and drink blood. Okay? And maybe there's some that aren't that extreme. We got a message. We're going to lump them all in there together. Okay? Yeah, but see, that's why that ritual of throwing us to the crocodile collective, they know who we are. And they know the intricate connection that Sobek has with the twin flame journey, collective. Alright, did I say, okay, bottom of the deck, slip of the tongue. Empirical evidence, collective. This is what this is. This reading is empirical evidence to what's going on here, okay? I'm telling you. They're teaching us like spoon feeding babies, okay? And we're starting to grow, I'm telling you. So that they can work with us even more, collective. We have no clue what our potential is. We have no clue who we are, collective. We are these people, these deities. We are they. This is what they're saying. And they're people, they're real, they have flaws just like us. Just like us, collective. So when we're venerating these deities, what we're really venerating are our ancestors, collective. Wow, this is deep. And this read, I have to classify this one as empirical evidence. Maybe this is what all the Deital tales are, collective. This is why they're so on me about these, because they know I don't want to do them most of the times. Because there's something in me that's like that's that corpus callosum or whatever over my brain, right? That's trying to stop me. that dead man's trigger within the body, right? Trying to say, no, don't do that. Okay, because you might free a whole lot of people from the fucking matrix, okay? That's what we're here to do, collective. Okay? All right, let's go. We're almost done. Show me this neuromelanin. Why is this so significant? Okay, and then we have the sickle cell. Okay, I was about to say syphilis, okay? But we have the sickle cell that keeps coming out, okay? Show me that neuromelanin. And this is something, we hitting on the nerve, collective. Somewhere, I'm telling you. Collective, I told you, we're going to do another reading on this. I feel like there's one last, or maybe this is it. We'll see if they inspire me to do one more for Sobek, okay? But I feel like Sobek is, I don't know, like the ringleader of the twin flame thing. I know they talk about Zeus or whatever. Maybe there's a connection between Zeus and Sobek. I don't know. But I don't think so in terms of that sense. But Sobek is like a little known story within the Pantheon Life Experience Collective. And he's telling his story today. Keep going. You're at the precipice, collective. Danger, defeat. We're almost there. Neuromelanin. Collective. This could be a location for somebody that's some sort of reincarnate or that's tied to this whole twin flame debacle. Okay, in general. Okay, we have Haslett, Texas. Neuromelanin. Show me. Slim. Okay, collective. Who knows? Oh my goodness. Please don't go and get this man. Okay, we could have a today Horus or today Sobekian. Okay, in Haslett, Texas, collective. It says Slim's, or it's a different future story playing itself out again, okay? In a loop. But it says, Slim switch sides on me. Let niggas ride on me. I thought we was cool. Why you want me to die, homie? Many men, many, 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 many men wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men. Many, 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 many men wish death upon me. Collective, how befitting this card, okay? With what we're talking about. What did that verse just say? What did he just say? I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Why? Because now they're showing us we are connected. We are what we are worshiping. Not to say that there isn't a creator, okay? Our original creation. Whatever form the creator chose or chooses to come in, okay? Or original essence that puts itself into forms and creation, right? But we are one with that creation, okay? Ah, man, that's deep. It's something about the neuromelanin. This might be the connection point, collective. I don't know. Thank you. Anything else, Archangel Michael, you want to say regarding this reading? I feel like it's a lot. Show me. Anything else? And we'll just pick a collective. They're connecting all of this, okay? I don't know. This is part 3, collective, because we can't go into this. This has got to be part 3. But I feel like the final message is that they're going to heal this situation, okay, involving our children and children in general, okay, being child trafficked, okay? And the governments are involved, okay? And maybe this is how they're child trafficking. They're posing as these ETs, right? And they're abducting them, collective, okay? They're going to heal this shit. Something to do with food, or don't eat that, or this is like a poison, collective. Look at this shit. Y'all, let me pause for a second. All right, collective, we're about to close this out. I forgot exactly where we were, okay? But I see Diabolical Woman at the bottom of the deck, collective. So I feel like they're talking about a divine feminine who, you know, had fallen, okay? Sobek's wife. All right? All right, let's see one more. Show me these utilizing healing frequencies. How is this coming about? Give me the solar. Give me that sun. Solar plasma. Give me that sun. So, collective, I knew sickle cell anemia was there. Y'all, I don't know what's going on here. One trick pony, child check. This is one trick pony, okay? They only got one play. Okay, so we got to study that play. And we got to come up with a counterplay, collective. Okay? Sickle cell, I was just talking about it, right? Sickle cell anemia. Bad status protecting your home. They want something about our blood, collective. Maybe you have the trait and you don't know it if you don't have sickle cell, okay? Many of it's something about our blood. And there's something about these frequent. There's something they want. Show me something. Collective. And we got Jesus at the bottom of the deck and we're talking about Horus, okay? So this is something, I don't know, maybe as we evolve, right? This is going to help to activate as we heal this situation, whatever went on with Sobek, possibly between Sobek and Horus, collective, okay? And this twin flame thing, as it comes out, I feel like it's going to heal us in this whole loop, okay? And these little baby Jesuses walking around here, whether it's you, a 50-year-old, 60-year-old baby Jesus or not, or a baby Jesus, okay? I feel like the frequencies they're talking about are coming from the sun, okay? But I feel like this is priming us. But sickle cell, if you got it, don't feel ashamed. It's something special about it, okay? If you got the trait, stop. If you're holding your head in shame, please don't. Okay, they know something about who you are and how it's going to affect you at this day and time, okay? For real, I'm telling you. It's too many readings where this comes out. And it says the heart is where the soul resides, collective. It's something about your soul, right? And the heart is what pumps the blood, collective. I'm telling you. Something about it. That's the truth. The sword master, that's the fucking truth. Okay? Let's get one close out on the sickle cell. Archangel Michael, what is the special thing that they've discovered about sickle cell anemia in our people? Or people in general. Robert, Somebody named Robert. I knew a person named Robert. They were into music. Let's see. Did I get the bottom too? Jackie. Collective. That's my mama. Okay, maybe they're listing people who may have the trait or sickle cell collective. Let's see. Let me go. Lawyer involved collective. Okay, so there's something else going on here. Okay, like I said, I believe there needs to be a part 3 to this. Definitely. I just knew like, oh, I'm coming in. I'm going to get to part 2 done today. And that's going to be off of my mind. But no. There's a lot more here for us to digest, okay? So, collective. Could this be a part of it? Well, we know that they've been using us with science and space programs, right? There's a lot of geneticists and neuroscientists and all kinds of stuff. And what was the other people with their biotech? Some sort of aeronautics, something crazy, okay? I need to watch that one again with the Golgi cells, right? Yeah. Some sort of missile defense. They're using us with space. They were using us in space boots and every damn thing else, okay? It's the melanin is what they want. But there's something special about sickle cell. Okay, they've discovered something. Why is missile defense here? What is this? Some sort of protection? I don't know. For themselves, I'm thinking. Okay, we about to get out of here. Bravado. A show of boldness intended to impress or intimidate. Something with missiles. Something with defense collective. Crown chakra. It's an old card. The Pope. Collective. Fuck a cord cutting. These mofos getting dragged. Collective. Ice cream lover in the reverse. Collective. Am I not deserving of justice? Yes. Collective. Mystery card and we out of here. Collective. Pentacle plant. Collective. Alright, I feel like this is the key to unlocking that pentacle plant for us. Collective, okay? And I feel like this is this is the goal. The connection that they've made here today is very important. Okay? And it's going to unlock a lot for us. Okay, collective? If you like the video,